Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at Uniswap, the Uni token against USDT. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. So now looking at the chart, we are on the daily chart, and what I do want to show you right now is this Elliott wave theory that I have going on. This is the first wave, right? This huge wave to the upside. Then we have the wave 2 pullback. Then we have the monster wave 3. Wave 4 pullback, but it's the wave 4 shouldn't go any lower than the wave 1. And the wave 1 has this scam wick to the upside, so I don't really count that in. I don't think that invalidates our Elliott wave theory because technically the wave 4 low couldn't or shouldn't go lower than the wave 1 high. Okay, so that we can see that there's from this wave 1 high, there's that huge wick, which I don't think we should count in because this was, I think, the day it launched on Binance or something on September 20th, and it was just a scam wick there. So then we have the wave for a pullback, and the wave 5, we're looking at $97. Obviously, it can get overextended, get to the second fib over here, the $155 mark, but we're looking at $97 as the impulsive wave target because that's the 1.618. Okay, that's our Elliott wave theory on Uniswap. Now, uh, now we're going to have a lot of support and resistance levels. So this huge, I know it looks a bit complicated. Just bear with me. It's not that hard at all. Hold on a second. Now, this huge pink resistance line is what we're kind of starting to break right now because you can see we had a rejection in May from that point, actually even twice. And the second time over here, we had a rejection in September, okay? Here we have only one rejection in September. Then we go back down and we get supported by this multi-month support line, as you can see. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to change the color of this to that same color of pink so you can see that we're kind of being squeezed over here. We're being squeezed into this tightening horizontal triangle where we're going to have a breakout eventually. Okay, so all of this is leading to a breakout. A lot of projects seem to have this horizontal triangle playing out, and some of them have already broken out. Now you look at these yellow lines. So this first yellow line above us represents a resistance line because we had two rejections from that point. So we can expect a third rejection at least momentarily from. Moving next, we have this another yellow resistance line that we have been testing as resistance because we lost it as support over here. As you can see, we had one touch of support over here, second touch of support over here. Third time, we couldn't hold it, we lose it, and then we back test it as resistance multiple times. Now, what we want to do is we want to break above the pink line and the yellow line. This is a little crossroads that we have going on over here. Once you start breaking above that, you're looking at $31.33, and that is where the next resistance is. So what could potentially happen is we actually start breaking all these levels, come back, hit this resistance, back test as support this yellow trend line once again to confirm that we're in an uptrend, and then you shoot out of a cannon from there. Also, we do have the fib set up, the Fibonacci retracement levels from this swing high in May to the swing high in May to the swing low in May. And you can see where the golden ratio is sitting at $28.08, and that's exactly where we are at right now. So that plays into the resistance as well. So multiple resistance levels holding us back over here. The pink line, the yellow line, the golden ratio, 618. So once we get through this resistance, okay, through these obstacles, you backtest as support, shoot up. I don't know how long it's going to take, but it is going to happen regardless. Okay, so just keep this in mind. And yeah, this horizontal triangle playing out right now. If I take a trend line from the top, if I take a trend line from the top to the bottom, and this is where we're gonna breaking out. We're looking at $58 per uni token. Okay, That's your technical target from this horizontal that we're having. And this the horizontal over here, this with these yellow lines, you can see that's not yellow, the pink lines. That's your horizontal. Okay, so we're hitting our head on the resistance right now. Hopefully, we can break it as resistance, backtest as support. Hopefully, that's all clear and understandable. Now, the RSI is where we may have some resistance as well. You can see I have this pink resistance line as well. We have 4 touches from that line previously. That's why we can consider it a resistance line. And this can co-align with us hitting our head on this $31.31 price over here. So once you start getting to that price, this is potentially where you may have this move towards this resistance line on the RSI, and that's where you may roll over. Okay, so hopefully that's a bit, hopefully that's easy to understand. Really nothing difficult. You look at this line, you look at this yellow line, draw this out on your charts. If you can see a bounce on the RSI over here to the downside, you potentially can take some profits and wait for a back test to have support. So yeah, that's it for the daily chart. You have your targets. The impulsive wave target is $97 long term. I think it's going to do well. If you want your support targets, then look at the 20 EMA. And the 20 EMA has now just had that bullish cross on the 55 EMA, with the 55 EMA, I should say. And that is one of the confirmations you're looking for that we're starting the uptrend and we're starting the bull market for Uniswap Uni token. Okay, now let's jump into Binance. Okay, now jumping into Binance on the weekly chart, you can see that we have been above the 20 EMA over here. We are above the 20 EMA right now, and that is your confirmation of the uptrend. You're above the 20 EMA, you're in an uptrend. If you're in between the 20 and the 55, you're in a consolidation period. And if you're below the 55 EMA, you're in a downtrend. Okay, so right now we're steadily hovering above the 20 EMA. That's what we want to keep on doing. The RSI looks great. You can see that we have actually broken a level of resistance over here on the weekly RSI. I'm not going to start drawing anything. I do apologize because a lot of daily drawings on there as well. Once we get to the daily chart, it will be more apparent. Now, what you want to be looking for is the bullish cross on the MACD for confirmation of the uptrend, okay? Once you have that bullish cross, and once you have the bullish cross on the daily already, so those are your 2 confirmations for an uptrend. So if you're really worried and you want to wait, look for the bullish cross on the MACD. But by that time we get the bullish cross, we may have already retraced to the all-time high, which is sitting at $44. Keep that in mind. Now on the stochastic RSI, this is interesting. So you can see that we have been coming back down to the oversold, and we had the little bullish cross here, and this is an indicator of a trend reversal. So we're reversing the trend on the stock RSI, and potentially we want to come back up and get to this overbought zone over here. Once you're getting above the index of 80 on the stochastic RSI, that's when you start thinking about taking profits. But keep in mind, you can be staying in this area overextended on the index above 80 for a couple of months. So if you get there in 2 weeks, I wouldn't recommend selling straight away, but just start taking some profits, because until December, until the end of November, we still have some time to cash out. Okay, now let's jump into the daily chart, and I want to jump into the RSI straight away because there are some more things I want to show you. So this pink line is what I showed you previously on TradingView. This green line is your support line below, multi-month support line, and you do have these resistance turned into support over here. So I did show you these in the last video. So you can see that you broke out, back tested this as resistance over here for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th time. Then you back tested as support this trend line over here that you broke out of. Then you broke out of this trend line. You went up, got overextended, went back down, back test as support, and now you're coming up. You can see how the RSI trend lines are useful in the way that you can see where you can potentially sell, because the price may not show the resistance on the price action chart, but the RSI can give you good indicators. Now, what you're looking for is a move towards this trend line over here. And once you get there, potentially, you can see a rejection, okay? And you want to hold support on that trend line uh, if once you start breaking it, okay? Because you can even break it a bit, right? Have a little fake out that does happen sometimes and then come back down. This is what happened exactly over here. You didn't bounce off properly off of it. You just went below it a bit with a fake out and then you had that bounce. So that's it for the RSI, I promise. On the daily stochastic RSI, we're getting to the overbought. You can still stay in the overbought for a couple of days on the stochastic RSI. So keep that in mind. Don't sell straight off. Just maybe wait until you reach resistance level. Okay. And now taking a look at the Fibonacci retracement that we have set up here from this swing low to this swing high, but I have set it up in reverse so that you have your fib levels to the downside. And you can see that you bounced off of exactly the bottom where we had our swing low, where we placed our fib. You bounced off that exact support, and you can see the red lines represent a channel down pattern. You broke out of the channel down pattern. You went and back tested it as support, and now you're pretty much retracing to the swing high of this fib retracement, sitting at $31.22. And if you now want to see what is going to be your target after you break that swing high, you take a fib. Oh, I do apologize. You take a fib retracement, place it from the swing low to the swing high over here. You add in multiple fib levels. How do you add them in? Double click the fib retracement, and here you can add in the levels. What you want to add in is the 1.618, okay? That is your target. That is your technical target from this next impulsive wave that we're going to have, providing that we can break this previous high, right? If you get rejected from there, creating a triple top pattern like this, that's going to be your triple top. That's a bearish pattern. Then you don't want to lose the neckline. But what I envision is us coming up to $36, $39, and eventually $44. And this $44 price tag is the previous all-time high. It's pretty much exactly where the previous all-time high is. So we're getting to the previous all-time high at least for Uniswap unit token, okay? And as you can see right now, we're getting rejected by the 786 on the fib, but I do have confidence that we're going to break out. I think the alt season is going to be pretty incredible. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. Hopefully it wasn't too complicated. I tried to explain everything as smoothly as possible. If we have a pullback on Bitcoin, which I'm expecting by the end of the month, because we're going to get a lot of long positions on Bitcoin, and exchanges, centralized exchanges, are going to take advantage of that, and they're going to dump the price to liquidate all those long positions. So look at $25.19, which is the golden ratio for support, and the 20 EMA on the daily chart. If you lose the 20, look for the 55 EMA as support as well. That's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Check out the videos on your screen right now. Check out the Telegram chat and the Discord server. I do post technical analysis in the Discord server and in the Telegram chat. It's a great place for you to find help, support, and whatever you need in this ecosystem. So thank you very much, and I'm going to catch you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.